Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and I make videos on motherhood and lifestyle, but I am currently doing weekly update videos on my twin girls. So I'm currently pregnant with twins. I have one almost 2-year-old. He's a boy, so I have twin girls coming and we are now 21 weeks, but I wanted to share my 20-week update. I cannot believe we're already halfway, more than halfway, done, I guess, baking the twins. I mean, it went by so fast. I feel like I'm underprepared, but we'll chat about that later. So this week was a big appointment week. I did my anatomy scan. I did it at my high-risk doctor. Everything checked out great. It went by, they said to block 3 hours, and I think it barely took an hour for both girls. They were in the best positions for the sonographer to get everything that she needed. So it was great. Let's see where I like to start with. Let's see where the app says I'm at. 20 weeks. So baby is the size of a banana. They should be weighing average about 10.2 ounces. So I'll get with that because we did measure them. It says, congrats. During week 20 of pregnancy, you're at the halfway point. If you recently found out baby sex, you're in a completely new mindset. Now, those baby names you're throwing out there are more likely to end up as baby actuals names, and you find yourself in the baby store, you can picture those adorable outfits for your little boy or girl. So 20 weeks pregnant by the time you're ready to start finalizing your baby registry too. Happy shopping. So I did finish my registry, so that's great. I knew there were twin girls at week 15. I did a early gender scan and I did a twin gender reveal video, so I'll link that above here. So at 20 weeks I was like, are they still girls? And she said nothing's grown, so they're still girls, so that's great. It says, how big is baby at 20 weeks? At 20 weeks, baby is the size of a banana. They weigh about 10.2 ounces and measure about 6.5 inches from crown to rump. Starting next week, baby will be measured from head to toe. That's great. Baby still got a lot of growing to do, but has an excellent start. I'm like out of breath. Whew, geez. So let's start off. This baby A, I think, weighs about 11 ounces and baby B is 12 ounces. So they're growing great. That's, from what I've read, that's pretty average. They both look great. They're very, very active. Both are head down. So that's great. But I mean, they're so small. I mean, they're still sizes of bananas and they grow to what, watermelon. So they have a ton of time to move, but they're in perfect position if I wanted to do a vaginal delivery, which is great because that's what I'm going to strive for, and we'll see what happens. But however the babies decide to come, vaginal or C-section, I'm totally okay with. We did get some cute little pictures of baby A or baby B. Baby A has an anterior placenta, so the placenta is pushing her on her, it's in front of her, and then baby B kind of covers her as well. So we didn't get good pictures of baby A, but isn't this so cute? Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can really see that, but they measured all the fingers and all the toes. Look like you can see them swallowing, kicking. You see the little feet. Look at the feet. Let's see if I can get the feet in there. That's the little foot right there. So sweet. Oh, look at this one. This one's so cute too. I don't know if I can focus it. Let's see. There we go. So sweet. Let's see, symptoms this week. I've been feeling for the most part pretty good. I did one day decide not to take my medicine. I think I mentioned it last week, but I ran out of my second prescription, so I took one pill instead of the two and still threw up. So these girls we are in it for the long haul when it comes to nausea. So as long as I take my diclegis at night, I'm totally okay the next day for the most part. I am a lot more hungry, but it's funny because I get full very quickly. So 2 bites, I'm like already full. I feel like I'm running out of room, which is kind of insane because we have another 5 months to go. So I'm interested to see how that progresses. I'm out of breath for the most part. I'm still working out, which is great, but running is getting kind of tough. I mean, I have almost a pound and a little over a pound and a half of baby. So it definitely puts a strain on my running, but I'm still doing Orange Theory. I do about 3 times a week, which I was doing it every day, but it's harder now because I'm getting more tired to go at night. So I only can fit in about 3 times a day, which is fine. It's better than nothing. The hardest part is just the running. This week it's been a lot more movement. So I felt the baby's move probably starting at 17 weeks, you know, small like flutters, or maybe 16 weeks, small flutters and things like that. And then when I went to my OB, I think I went to my OB at 19 weeks. And I said, am I supposed to be feeling, I don't feel too much movement. And she's like, I bet the next time you come here, you're going to be like, these babies are just moving around and things like that. Because they were moving, we can hear them and see them move, but I wasn't feeling it as frequently as I thought I would at that time. But it was like the next week, it just came full force. So now I definitely feel them moving. I can see like little thumps on my tummy. Josh still hasn't felt them. You can feel them on the outside, but by the time he puts his hand on my stomach, the girls are like, nope, 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 nope. They're stubborn little girls. So, but I can definitely feel them. And sometimes I feel something like hard that pokes out, and I can feel that they're like swimming close to my belly. I don't know. It's very bizarre. But that's the biggest thing is movement. Just growing. It's harder to stay on my feet for too long. I think my back is starting to hurt a little bit. I was on my feet all day yesterday at the mall. And what time we got home, like at 2, so not all day, but all morning, I was beat. So I have to sit down and really catch my breath and regroup. But for the most part, I feel fine. I just feel like I have to do things slower, but that makes sense. I got a bunch of like these little stretchy outfits yesterday at the mall from Forever 21 in a size large, because they have mini sizes, I think. These are super, super comfortable. So that's kind of what I like to just stay in when I'm at home. Obviously I can't wear this to work, but it's just a one-piece spandex. I just love to just wear spandex. I find that it grows with you. It's comfortable. Sleeping has been good. I have my pregnancy pillow, and I take diclofenac at night, so it's a sleep pill. So I've really knocked out fast. But the dreams, I mean, from first trimester and even till now, the dreams are insane. Like last night I had a dream, I kid you not, like these humans, like we were just sitting down and these humans that were sitting next to me were actually dogs. So the dogs were barking, and they were telling me how much they didn't like my dog, Coco, my current dog, because she barks so much. And I was like, well, don't you guys communicate by barking? They're like, no, she just is crazy. So the dreams are they're out of this world. I mean, I haven't had too many dreams of like, I haven't had too many baby dreams, but I didn't have that many baby dreams with Cinco. I had one dream, and it was just the back of his head. That's the only dream I ever had of Cinco. So I don't think I'll have a lot of baby dreams. That's just how my brain works, I guess. We like to be surprised. You know, I'm not very telepathic at all. But that's pretty much it. I'm still working full time. The work isn't hard because I'm in an office, but I do move around a lot, and I think by the end of the day, I'm like, thought I was finished filming, and then I realized my biggest symptom I didn't even say. Braxton Hicks contractions. They have been coming. I get them a few times a day. They're not uncomfortable, but sometimes it just feels like, obviously your stomach is tightening, and I feel like I can't breathe. Like, it's hard to explain, like more pressure on my lungs or something like that. I did ask the doctor, and she said as long as they're not super painful or you're not bleeding, She said, I have nothing to really worry about. And she said, you're just be prepared because you're going to get them a lot more with twins. So it's a big twin symptom, but I have been getting Braxton Hicks, and I feel like I've been getting them much earlier than I did, obviously, with Cinco. So I'm interested to see how this progresses. But yeah, that's probably, like, I forgot my pretty much number one symptom was Braxton Hicks. So I wanted to pop on here and quickly chat about that, and I guess I'll insert the rest of the video. But that's pretty much the biggest updates. I'm so glad the anatomy scan went well, because it's so nerve-wracking. You think, especially with twins, like what's gonna happen. Oh, I didn't mention on my ultrasound. I did 2 types of ultrasounds. I did the abdominal ultrasound and I did an internal ultrasound. The abdominal, obviously, we checked the bones, the organs, the ligaments, obviously the 4 chambers of the heart, the brain, make sure everything looks good, any abnormalities and anything like that. But the internal ultrasound, they like to do that with twins because I guess you have more of a chance to go into labor early. So they want to see how long your cervix is, if it's still closed, and all of that. And everything looked great. I still didn't have any markers of going into labor early. My cervix was closed, high and tight. Lots of fluid with both babies, because I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but they're di twins, so they each have their own sacs and they have their own placenta. So pretty much they just house in my womb. That's pretty much the only thing that, that they share is my womb. So, which is great. I mean, they're the least of risk, but they both have great fluids. They're both growing great. I think baby B may be slightly bigger than baby A, but baby A is a little bit more wild than baby B. So that's going to be fun. So right now, biggest thing is getting prepared for these girls. So we currently have transitioned Josh's man cave, and we're going to make that into a nursery. I decided that at first I wasn't going to do a nursery because I didn't know how long we'll be in this house. We have enough room in our bedroom that could accommodate them for a few months. And I didn't want to give up an extra bedroom. I wanted to keep it for our guests that we hoped that they come and stay long term to help with all 3 kids. So we decided that we were just going to make Josh's man cave in nursery. So currently Josh's man cave is an actual office. So it's very, very small. It can fit 2 cribs, probably a dresser and a changing table. I mean, it's going to be bare bones, but I'll try to make it as cute as I could for the little girls. I really wanted the IKEA cribs. I don't know what they're called, but they're pretty inexpensive and they're like just a natural wood color. But they have been sold out for months. So I've been stalking Facebook Marketplace like a crazy person, and I found one, but she's still, I don't know. So I'm on the hunt for some cribs. So I'm going to start going through that. Like I said, our registry is pretty much done. I'm looking at a lot of secondhand places and just, what I can find that would be really cute for that small space. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But other than that, I mean, I feel pretty good. Babies are definitely growing, but I feel like I got really big really quickly, and now I'm kind of just rounding out and the belly is just getting heavier. It's very bizarre. Like, I don't think size-wise, I don't think I look even bigger. Like, I'm not just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like I had this big old spurt in week 14 where I had a belly, and then everything is just kind of shifting and kind of just rounding out and getting harder. So it's interesting, but clearly I'm pregnant. And I mean, I did the math, and if I had 1.5 pounds of baby, almost 2 pounds of baby, I'm measuring about 5 weeks of a single pregnancy. So what is that? That's 26 weeks now, or yeah, 26 weeks now. So I mean, technically I'm measuring like I'm almost in my 3rd trimester. So that's so much fun. I did joke with my doctor. I said, well, how are you going to like do the tape measure? Are you still going to do that? She's like, yeah, but we just do it for laughs. It's just for fun because you're going to be measuring like full term when you're barely 30 weeks. So, I mean, she's like, it's just more for us and more for fun. But other than that, everything's been going really smoothly, you know, fingers crossed and big prayers, but I haven't had any big hiccups yet with these twins. I mean, the only thing is they're a little bit more hard work on the body, and I can't shake this sickness. But I mean, the old wives' tales is, you know, girls make you nauseous, and I got 2 of them, so I don't really expect to not be sick. So, you know, it is what it is at this point, but I'm happy that they're healthy and growing and I don't have too much to worry about. So I'm just going to go ahead and, did I miss anything? Let's see. Cravings. Oh, I don't really have too many cravings. I mean, you know what always sounds good? McDonald's. That's kind of disgusting, but it usually sounds pretty good. And I am eating more like ice cream and sweets. But other than that, I mean, I don't really have too many cravings. There's nothing that I need right now. These Sour Punch straws, I love those things. Maybe that is actually a craving. Once I finish a bag, I'm like, oh Josh, I want another bag. The Sour Punch straws, they are delicious. Oh, and another symptom, because my foot just went asleep. Like my foot, my legs, if I sit too long on my legs and my feet, they fall asleep instantly. But that could just be the pressure that I put on them if I'm like laying on them, because clearly I'm gaining weight. Other than that, like I said, we've been doing pretty good. People say I have the pregnancy glow. I don't see it, but I just think sometimes it's the makeup giving me a good glow. But you know, I'll take it. I will take any compliment that I can get. But yeah, no, everything's going great. So I'll see you guys in my next video. So my next video will probably be my 22 week update, because I have a doctor's appointment next week. Yeah, so not this week, next week I have a doctor's appointment. So I still have, my appointments are still every 4 weeks, but every 2 weeks they fall in line. So every 4 weeks is my ultrasound, but in between that, every 4 weeks is my OB. So I have an appointment pretty much every 2 weeks, if that makes sense. So I'll keep you guys posted on my 22 week update. And then we'll probably start preparing the nursery and kind of doing some other fun twin pregnancy videos. May try to get Cinco on some of these videos, but he is moving, he is talking, he has things to do, so it's really hard to get him sitting down to chit chat and you know, just to film him in general, because he is a toddler. He is a boy toddler. All he wants to do is find bugs, talk, and run around and act a complete fool. But, you know, it's going to be so much fun seeing them all grow up together. And yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my bump shot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Is 21 weeks. Let me back up a bit. 21 weeks. And so they're both head down, but I think they're like, one's here and one's like on top, like this. So baby B just kind of has all the room, and baby A is real like low like this. But yeah, these are the girls. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.